Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shalay and I'm a spiritual entrepreneur who has dedicated their entire lives to living one that is intuitively led, and I basically document that process here on YouTube. I'm actually going to Nadia's. It's podcast filming day today. I am in activewear today, and that is because we're going on a bike ride. Nadia is the type of person that's like, let's go on a walk, but then she'll take you on a walk that goes up a hill the size of Mount Everest. I'm gonna take you along for the ride. I feel like we have a lot of catching up to do. Oh yeah, I'm leaving now though. If you've been following me on my Instagram, then you know I've been talking a lot about tapping into abundance, right? Tapping into the quantum. I feel like I'm playing in a whole different realm of reality where it's just kind of like, I want it, I got it. A big thing that I've been preaching is it's not just the big things that come into your reality, like big things, because the universe doesn't see things as like big and see other things as like small. It's all neutral in the universe's eyes. When you're being gifted something or just some sort of abundance is coming your way, maybe it's a compliment, or maybe it's a friend buying you a coffee, or maybe it's something like this where I get a free coffee today. It's about really exuding gratitude for the small things as much as you do for the big things, because when you can truly feel grateful for the small things, that equates to the big things. That leads to the big things coming into your life.
Oh no, I feel like I haven't seen him.
I'm joking. Sit. Bulldozer.
You did it to start though.
Okay, nah, that's it. That's it. You take things too far. We have a problem right now. We don't want to go bike riding.
We have to though. We said we were going to.
He's like bigger than you, babe.
You still smell like a puppy. Alright, let's go for a bike ride. Get this over and done with.
Did he just bite you?
Yeah, he does.
Ah! This is Pluto running away because he doesn't want to get taken outside.
And he knows. He knows.
You got caught, mate. Oh!
Oh, sure, that's gross. Oh, that smells like corn.
I really like cold.
How small is this guy's head? It doesn't fit on my head. Oh, I think it's my clip.
Oh my! Please tell me I didn't just witness that.
You did. Okay, I got it.
Got it? Oh.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Consciously Thriving podcast.
Hello, how is everyone?
How are you going, Nads?
I'm good.
What's new for you?
Considering I just asked everyone how they're going when they're not live with me.
Yeah.
But I'm going to suggest that I'm going to hope that
So we've actually decided that we're not going to film today. We try to, and the energy just felt a little bit forced, a little bit tired, and we never want to show up in that energy. We never want to be giving that energy to the people who actually listen to the podcast. We want to make sure that when we show up, we're in like full form. We've gotten really good at noticing when we're both like not there and the energy's off. We used to really fight against it. We used to make ourselves like force ourselves to sit here and film. Now we've learned to honor ourselves, honor the energy, honor the listeners. So we think we're going to come back later on in the week and hopefully we'll be in like better form to actually do the episode then. So I just finished up that episode with Anna on her podcast called The Cosmic Wombs. If you're into podcasts and you're looking for a good spiritual podcast, that podcast is going to be phenomenal. I honestly can't wait till it comes out myself because I just love connecting to people who have like this perspective. I feel like more people in this world need to start like creating content, particularly like podcasts some vlogs. I want to consume all of it. Honestly, connecting to soul family is one of the most rewarding things when it actually comes to like this journey. Like the women that I've connected to online through programs that I've been a part of, the connections that I have formed. Obviously, there are so many beautiful women that I've met along the way, but there are some certain people that you just have like a soul remembrance with. Whenever I connect to Anna, we actually met through Instagram and she reached out to me. I invited her to be on the podcast and it was wild. Back when I was running my own podcast called the Closeted Soul Podcast, which is crazy. In this particular episode, we went back on my story. I forget like that I used to be a full-blown atheist, that I was so scared to be in this space. I was trying to show up anonymously. I was hiding behind the name Closeted Soul. It was just wild, like reliving that journey on the podcast with her. Like without these women, I wouldn't be where I am today. I think what I want to do is actually make some food and I want to read the last chapter in my book. I'm like coming to the end of it and I'm so excited, but I get to start this one. I've got a problem. I'm going through these so quickly. I can't help myself. I love it so much.
We're grateful for food. We're grateful for clean water. We're grateful for being on podcasts that we love. We're grateful that we get to do what we love for a living. Are you grateful that Mum gets to spend every single day at home with you? I'm grateful for my car. I'm grateful for my morning coffee. I'm grateful for Alpha. I'm grateful for Simba. I'm grateful for Soulline family and friends.
If you want to create more of what you want in your life, the secret is literally gratitude. When you focus on what you have rather than what you don't have, you're in the frequency of abundance. That's how you tap into more of what you want. We really like to overcomplicate that process as humans, but it's really, really simple. And in my meditation, my guides were bringing me back to that. They were bringing me back to that remembrance and they were taking me back to a time in my life where that's all I was doing every single day. I'd wake up and I would try to find things that I was grateful for. At first it was really hard, then it got really easy, and now I can just go on like gratitude rampages, which I do, but I kind of fell out of it. And then I kind of got into the energy of lack of where is my manifestation? Why isn't it happening? I took myself out of the frequency of gratitude and back into the frequency of lack. Because if you think about it, the version of you that has what you want, they aren't sitting there thinking about where it is, or they aren't thinking about it constantly because they have it in their life. In order for you to align to that version of you that has your manifestations, you have to literally think like they are. So if that person is already experiencing the manifestation, they're content in having it, they're already embodying this reality where it's theirs and they don't have to sit there and question it. So when you aren't in that reality yet, how do you then get into that frequency of feeling full and feeling grateful? You focus on what you have now. That's simple. I actually encourage you to try this in your own life. Try going on gratitude rampages every single day. If you feel like you can't even write down one thing, just force yourself. Force yourself to write down one thing every single day and literally watch your reality mold to be more of what you actually do want to experience. That's how quickly it happens. So I think I'm going to do some behind the scenes work, send out some emails that I have to send out. I really feel like there's something else that I should be doing, but I can't quite remember what it is. I just feel like I'm in the era of my life right now where I'm no longer saying I'm going to do something and instead I'm going to do it. If you don't follow me on Instagram or TikTok, follow me because I'm actually doing a 30-day challenge where I try something new every single day. I feel like I'm getting so much more done. I feel like I'm trusting myself more and more as well because I'm no longer just saying that I'm going to do something. I'm actually doing the things that I say I'm going to do. I don't know, it's like creating a better relationship with myself. We don't trust her because she often undercooks or overcooks. So we have to put a timer on my phone. All right, 15 minutes on the clock. I'm going to meditate while that's in there. Oh, we have to put this back as well. Mochis, new obsession. Everybody should be prioritizing their relationship with abundance. I've manifested things like 10K months in business and things like that, and that's like great. It's not taking that for granted, but the idea of this next level of reprogramming that I'm doing is to open myself up to just abundance, right? Allowing the universe to fucking wow me, to give me more than I ever thought possible. So I'm on this like journey now of blowing my fucking mind with money, like allowing the universe to not only blow my mind with money, but blow my mind with resources in general. Like I'm not closed off to it just being money. I'm open to all forms of abundance coming into my life, however it wants to come into my life, and not just from my business. That's a really important thing. Like lots of people are asking for money, but they want it from a specific avenue, and they're not allowing the universe to do its magic. The universe has an infinite number of ways it can bring something into your reality, and as soon as you try to control how it comes to you, that's you micromanaging the universe, and all of a sudden your potential was like this to receive that abundance that you wanted, but as soon as you narrow in on I want it this way, this is like the room that the universe has to work with. That's not right. Don't do that. I didn't realize what I was doing there, but you get me, right? All of a sudden you're cock blocking the universe and it can't bring you what you want as quickly as you desire it because you're trying to micromanage it to being this one thing, when the universe is like, holy shit, like babe, I could have brought that to you through millions of different ways. You had no idea, right? But it could have been in your reality faster than you ever thought possible. So this is the idea. This is why we don't control the how when it comes to working with the universe. So this is what I had been working on. I was literally just opening up to possibility, but I was calling in wealth, and I did set the intention to have the most abundant month ever. So what ended up happening on this particular day, my ego was going off tap, limiting beliefs running like wildfire. I was controlling them though, right? I kept bringing myself back to my center, back to my higher self, back to what I wanted to believe. And it was just like that the whole day. My mind will go off, I'll bring myself back. My mind will go off, I'll bring myself back, right? So on that particular day, I remember I was going to my mum's house. So my mum was making breakfast and I was in a foul mood because my limiting beliefs were everywhere. Went upstairs, saw my mum, then she needed some groceries, so I went downstairs. So I hadn't made as much money as I'd hoped, so I was feeling a little bit frugal with my money. I was feeling like a bit limited with my money at this particular time. So I was walking through the shopping center and I just get this ping, this desire, this want to actually buy my mum some flowers to make her feel good. And then my ego was like, you can't buy her flowers, you didn't get paid this month, all these reasons why I can't afford the flowers. And I was going to listen to that voice because it was that strong and my ego was really strong that day. So I walked away from the flower stand, agreeing with those voices, those limiting beliefs. And then I kind of stopped in my tracks and I was like, wait, hold on. Whose reality is this? And I was like, no. You had the desire to buy your mum flowers. You have the money to buy your mum flowers. Holding on to money like this is coming from scarcity. It's coming from lack. It's supporting the belief that you believe that money is limited, that money doesn't flow to you with ease, that the universe doesn't provide for you. So it's not about putting yourself in a silly position, but you can afford like $15 flowers. Like, don't be silly, you know? So I got the $15 flowers and I went back to my mum's house and I gave her the flowers and I saw her face completely light up. And she's like, oh my God, you got me flowers. She was so excited. And that made me feel really good because I'm like, that small little act of kindness literally made her day, which is so lovely. Something you should know about me and my mum is I've been saving her money since we were kids. She knew that if she kept money, she would spend money. So her method of actually saving money was giving me the money. So I've been holding onto her money since I was a kid. It's always been like that. She gives me the money, I hold on to it, and then I give it back to her. Never once has she ever given me that money before. And I don't even see it as my money. Like when she gives me the money, it's her money, I don't touch it, and then I give it back to her. So that's how it's always been. So about, was it a year and a half ago now, she gave me $8,000 to hold on to for her. For the last year and a half, we've been referring to that as her money. Whenever she owes me money, she tells me to take out of that account. That's how it's been working. It's never been referred to as my money. Anyway, in that moment, I get a thought that comes to mind where I remember I have this $8,000 and I don't want to use it by accident. So I was like, Mum, I have your $8,000. I want to transfer it to you so you can hold it. Is that cool? And she just looked at me and she's like, that's your money. Every part of me wanted to be like, no, That's yours. You worked for it. But another really important thing is when the universe is offering you abundance, don't say no to it, because when you say no, you're saying no to your manifestations. You're saying no to your desires. So it's one thing to manifest it, and a lot of people are manifesting it, but they're saying no to it because it might not be coming in a way that they feel comfortable with, right? Or they might feel guilty about. And old me honestly wouldn't have accepted the money, but new me, I was like, well, who am I to control how the universe brings me this money? This is what it's about. Like, this is what we're opening ourselves up to all the different ways abundance can fall into your lap. And yeah, I really like that story because often people see like entrepreneurs in this space and they're like, well, I don't have a business, I can't manifest things like that. And it's like, well, you can. Money doesn't just come from businesses. Money can come in so many different ways. Abundance can come into your life in so many different ways. And I honestly believe this is the most important relationship everybody should be prioritizing with the universe, like working on their relationship with abundance and working on beliefs around limitation. Anyway, my mum is about to be here in 30 minutes. I need to get changed because we're going to a night market tonight, but I think I am going to be leaving it here today. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to see more videos like this in the future. I would love to have you there. Have a lovely day or night wherever you are in the world. I'll see you in the next one.